What's going on, guys? It is your boy TKD123 here, back here in PlayStation Store. This is, of course, Save Slot Podcast, episode 20, the weekly news show about any and all things PS5, PlayStation games, and PlayStation itself. With me, of course, my luxurious co-host, the Arachknight. How are you doing, good sir?
Doing well. How are you?
Doing good. We're in the thick of E3. You know, we're right smack dab in the middle of it. You know what I'm saying?
You love to see it.
Absolutely. I'm a little bit tired, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. I've been drinking actually G Fuel.
Really?
During streams. Look, man, I don't know if it's placebo. I don't know if it actually works. I'm kind of leaning on the side of like it might actually work, cause I feel juiced up. Well, you know, I feel turned up.
Isn't that the whole point? Like, if it didn't give you energy, like no one would buy it.
I mean, it is, but like I always feel like there could be like an element of like placebo, right? Where it's like, oh, okay, I'm drinking this juice and I'll be hyped up. Am I really hyped up because of the juice or because
the sauce?
I think that I'm gonna get hyped up. You know what I'm saying?
As someone who drank G Fuel before work at our establishment, it is the defining reason why I survive some days.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm starting to believe the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Tastes good.
What flavor? What flavor you rocking?
Phase berry.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I got that. I on stream a few days ago I called it phase juice, but no, it's phase berry. Phase berry. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of like phase juice though. I kind of like the sound of that. You know what I'm saying? If you want something like spicy, I know it sounds weird, but hear me out. The Demonade from Doom Eternal actually kind of smacks. The Demonade?
Yeah, it's lemonade with cayenne pepper.
Interesting.
It like, I know it's not the intended effect, but it cleared my sinuses any day of the week.
Oh yeah, that pepper. Yeah. I've used that before to clear out the old nostrils for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
No, it was good. It hit well.
There we go. You'll love to see it.
You truly do.
Some housekeeping here. Catch us out here on youtube.com/PlayStation Source, as well as podcast services like Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, etc. via our anchor link down below in the description. Like the video and or rate the podcast to help us get seen by more viewers so we can grow the PSS family. Down below as well, let us know what you like or dislike about the show, and connect with us further on Twitter and Discord in that description. If you're feeling generous, become one of the tiered members like the Prince tier, like to be with Musa and Gameplay Sir for $1, or our $5 King tier members just like Caleb Kaiser, Arachknight, SideQuest Sean, City of Vet Gaming, and the homie Owen. Of course, check out the stream series throughout the week. We, of course, started Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, as well as Resident Evil Village. We ended that whole series off, and next up, we got MGS5 after Ratchet, you know what I'm saying? And maybe we'll hit up Resistance to finish that series off for the second and third game, but we'll get to that when we get there. Of course, don't forget, leave us some podcast reviews, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, etc. You know what I'm saying? Definitely do all that good stuff. And in case you missed it on the channel, you need a little recap on Ratchet & Clank. I did a video that kind of kept you up to speed about the story so far leading up into Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. I think I did a good. I think I did a good job on it. Honestly, check it out if you want to. Definitely, it actually helped me a lot. You know, at least going through the story one more time and like getting more acclimated with it just one more time for sure. I also put up a reaction and kind of just like info video about the Death Stranding director's cut. Now, I know Arachknight, I know I can already feel you shaking. Okay, I feel that you want to talk about this. You know, I know you loved Death Stranding. I believe it was your game of the year 2019, of course. You know what I'm saying? How you feeling about Death Stranding director's cut?
We love a Strand type game. The first in its league.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
If you ever if during the quarantine days, if you couldn't walk outside, then here's your experience to walk in a video game and to do unpaid labor.
Hey man, 60 frames. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? See that joint running 60 frames?
Yeah, walking a little faster, falling over terrain a little faster.
And you gotta assume the director's cut. I'm assuming that means a PS5 upgrade, right? 60 frames points to an upgrade. Maybe we get those adaptive triggers. You know what I'm saying? You know, those haptic feedback. You know what I'm saying?
Haptic feedback is a selling point. You know, You can feel yourself getting more bored on your controller.
There seems to be new content in the game as well. You know, we love new content, right, Arachknight? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know, it's. I mean, I would say that, you know, Death Stranding, a perfect game, didn't really need any more content. But, you know, if, you know, Hideo Kojima being just the kind person he is, just to bless us on this E3 week with this fine, you know, news bit here. It's just you know, it's just, you know, really humbling, you know, to be in presence of a god. You know what I'm saying?
Humbling and God.
Mm-hmm. I just feel so little when Kojima just gives me some fruits of his labor. You know what I'm saying?
I know we're joking, but what the fuck?
Nah. Hey, but did you see the? Okay, okay. All jokes aside, did you at least see the trailer?
Yeah, I watched it.
You like the Metal Gear stuff? You know what I'm saying? There's some
The box.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the box. There was you know, what else was there? Shit.
Yeah.
The box. Oh, the mouse going into the vent. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Riveting.
There was also up on the channel a Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade PS5 reaction. Did a little bit of that, and lots of ripped apart streams, Resident Evil Village streams, all that good stuff. I've been talking for too much. Arachknight, what have you been playing?
I finished up Spider-Man Remastered on the PS5. It holds up exceptionally well. The remaster is fantastic. They really knocked it out of the park with the remaster.
Yeah.
No, you go.
I mean, it's just wild, you know, because I'm gonna talk a little bit more, you know, obviously later on about Rift Apart, and it's just crazy that they gave us Miles remastered and Rift Apart in the span of like 8 months. it is insane. They're really out here. Yeah, they are really out here.
Insomniac really in the last few years has made themselves a force to be reckoned with. Like,
I agree.
If you're thinking like PlayStation Studios before, like think about like 5 years ago maybe. What's one of the first companies that you would say is like first company that comes to mind? 2016 PlayStation Studios. I think Naughty Dog.
Yep.
And if it wasn't Naughty Dog, then it'd probably be Santa Monica.
Mm-hmm.
And if not Santa Monica, then you're going down to Sucker Punch.
Yep.
But Insomniac wouldn't be the first company that comes to mind, but within the last few years, they've really made themselves a household name in gaming, because I was never a Ratchet and Clank fan. I didn't really know who Insomniac was or what they did until Spider-Man came out on the PS4. So since Spider-Man PS4, we got all the DLC for that game. We got Miles Morales, Spider-Man Remastered, and now Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. And whenever I think of a PlayStation Studio, Insomniac is like the first or second company I think of when I think of PlayStation Studios, based on the level of their work and their ability to quickly and consistently release fantastic games. Like, yeah. It's because with Naughty Dog, you get a smash hit every like 7 years.
Right.
It's been 7 months. It's June. It is June 11th, I think. It's June 12th.
Yes.
It's
June 12th.
And Miles Morales came out almost 7 months ago exactly. Yeah. In November. Yeah. So it's just a testament to their quality, and honestly, I can't wait. I watched the breakdown video on Rift Apart, like the story so far, for somebody who's not very familiar with all the inner details of Ratchet and Clank. And I'm really excited to see what Rift Apart can do, because I've been hearing great things about it, like from everybody.
Yeah. It's in my eyes, I think there's no way you don't put Insomniac in your top 3 right now of first party, for sure. And the only 2 I would put above them maybe Well, one for sure, I think still at this point Naughty Dog, just because I just love Naughty Dog, right? Like that's a whole separate thing. And then the other one I would say was Santa Monica, but honestly, Santa Monica, I mean, they only put out one. Granted, a lot of people's game of the generation, God of War, fantastic, right? But can they strike lightning twice? Because it seems like Insomniac has struck lightning like 4 times in a row. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we'll see, and they're able to put out quality, games in a timely fashion, right? Like seemingly, right? Granted, they have 2 studios, but still, like, I mean, it's just what it is, right? So yeah, like I would say no lower than top 3 personally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Insomniac's really been out here. Yeah, they've been out here.
They're fighting for first.
Oh yeah, and I love to see it.
Truly.
You love to see it. Have you been playing any other games besides, of course, the main topic? Final Fantasy VII Intergrade and the Yuffie DLC that we're gonna discuss about. You know what I'm saying? But have you been playing anything else besides that?
I finished the Mass Effect trilogy.
Oh snap! Okay.
I finished it. I put 90 hours since it came out last month, almost 100. And I started a new playthrough.
What?
Yeah.
Damn. My boy's really out here.
Dude, I love these games. Like,
yeah, bro, I hear you.
Started a new playthrough. A lot of fun. Mass Effect Legendary Edition is the definitive way to play those games. I could gush on it for hours, but I'll just leave it there. Obviously, Final Fantasy VII Intergrade, like, very, very excited for that. Looks amazing. 60 frames, runs really well. Non-existent loading times. And Aerith.
And Aerith.
Like, I was so happy to see her again in the opening cutscene. And I may have been I was half tempted to text you. It's like, maybe I was wrong about Tifa.
What? What? I'm sorry. I was not expecting this.
Tifa is a sweetheart.
I mean, over the past 2 weeks, man, I was probably going to tell you, you know what? Perhaps I've been a little bit too critical and too harsh about Aerith. You know what I'm saying?
Look
at that. We're able to cross aisles. Look at this, guys. Look at this bipartisanship right here. Look at this.
Exactly.
You love to see it. You love to see it.
Truly.
Actually, one thing I forgot to mention, my black DualSense came in, so that's cool. Yeah. I'm looking at it charging right now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the king.
I was thinking about getting one because I've seen some plates and some sticker, like a sticker that you can put on the glossy part of your PS5 to make it like a matte black. And I've been looking at it, like, it's like $50. It's not bad for an all black PS5.
Here's where I'm at, right? I want the black plates, and I know they're available on Amazon, right? Like, I could buy some. The thing is that I just don't want to not have the PlayStation logo on the console, So I'm hoping, crossing fingers, that they put out an officially licensed plates that you can buy separately that has the logo on it. You know what I'm saying?
I can't even see the logo.
That's the thing. I really shouldn't matter. Like, it really shouldn't matter because I can't even see the logo when I'm using the PS5. Even when I'm sitting here right now at my desk, I can't see the logo. It's on the other side in the back corner. So, like, what's the difference?
Yeah, my PS5 is horizontal. It's flat on my desk.
Oh, okay. So you'll just never...
Yeah, I'll never be able to see it, which is fine. Wait a minute. I don't particularly care.
Oh, when it's laid horizontally, the logo's facing downwards, huh?
Yeah.
So that's a really dumb... Why didn't they put it in the top left? I mean the left-hand side of the... Like, when you're facing it, why didn't they put the logo on the left plate instead of the right plate?
I wish they put it where on the where the disc drive would be, like.
Or okay, yeah.
In that area, but it's fine. Like, I know it's a PS5. Like,
yeah, it's pretty apparent.
It's very apparent. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm not too stressed about the logo. I do hope they release official plates, because with the design of the PS5, it's really hard to incentivize people to buy a branded, like, oh, here's a Spider-Man PS5. Or you could just buy a plate and swap them out. Would you rather buy a whole new console or just swap out the plates? If you want red and black, am I going to buy one anyway? Absolutely. I'm an idiot. But
Yeah.
if they release a Spider-Man branded PS5, I'm their day one.
Yeah. Who knows? I might mess around and get some black plates. Maybe. We'll see. But
I'm looking at it.
I finished the Final Fantasy 15 DLC, right?
I saw.
Ignis and Arden. Ignis is the best of the bunch for the DLC for sure. That one hits for sure. Cause you beat 15. Okay, cool. So, spoilers for people that have not beat Final Fantasy 15 main story. I'm gonna spoil the shit out of it. Low key for Ignis, right? So Ignis during the battle in Altissia, right? Ignis ends up losing his eyesight, and you don't know why that happens. But then you get the answer here in the DLC, and the answer, Arachknight, as to how he got blinded is so not what I was expecting, but it's the most hype shit possible. Like, it is so fucking cool. So, I don't want to say how in this, but it's a very good payoff for sure. And it's a really, really good DLC. Ignis feels so powerful. They made his gameplay feel a lot like Noctis, which is good because I feel like, Gladio's gameplay just does not mesh with the gameplay that they built for the game itself, right? I just feel like it just doesn't mesh that well. Prompto's is a little bit better, but still not as good as Noctis. I think the closest one that feels like Noctis is Ignis, where he has like a grapple gun where he's able to have a little bit more mobility, which makes him a lot, kind of like Noctis in that way and stuff like that. So I think he plays great, and definitely overall, just story-wise, my favorite DLC out of the bunch for sure. Then we get Arden. Arden is interesting because I think they successfully made me feel bad for Arden, because really, when you break it down, right, and you play through his DLC and you see how he ends up being bad, right, it's kind of fucked up. He really got a shit card dealt to him, and it did not have to be dealt to him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I really liked it. I liked seeing Arden in this different angle. Just seeing him in interesting premises that you never saw him in the original game. So shout out to that. Really, really cool stuff right there. I beat Resident Evil Village.
I saw.
Arachknight. I did do that. I actually, I really liked it. I really, really liked it. My new ranking of Resident Evils right now is RE2 Remake, Resident Evil Village, RE7, and then Resident Evil 3 Remake.
Yeah, 3 Remake.
Yeah, that's the worst I've played so far. The worst one.
Which sucks.
Yeah. I don't know. It just didn't vibe with it. But Village, I thought, was a really, really cool end. I like where the story went. Seemingly it seems like we're going in a new chapter in this era of Resident Evil, right? And we have the end of a certain character's story, and we're going into a new character story, seemingly in Resident Evil 9. But it was a really, really fun end. Really, really cool. I definitely liked it a lot more than Resident Evil 7's end in a lot of ways.
Really? Resident Evil 7 had such a Spider-Man ending, where he's narrating on the helicopter.
You actually, okay, no, it is. I feel like the second half of Resident Evil 7, where you're in the ship and doing all that stuff, I just think that was a bad decision for that game, right? And I think here it just feels a bit more cohesive, right? I just think they did a better job here with Village, giving you a different experience in Village without giving you a drastically different thing that's not what you've been playing this whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm trying to be spoiler free, but I just think it worked out very well. Very well.
No, I agree. I definitely agree with you.
Yeah, good stuff. And then, of course, I'll talk a lot about it, of course, on my other podcast, Road to Rift Apart, which, of course, if you guys missed that, we interviewed David K., the voice actor for Clank. Definitely check out that interview. It was fucking awesome. It was great. It was a fantastic time. But we talked a little bit after David K. had to go about the game itself, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. As of this recording, I'm 5 hours in. So I have a lot of time in the game overall, and I'm like doing some side stuff off stream, but I'm mainly streaming the game, and the game is fantastic. The game is so great. Like it looks fun to watch, right? But it also just feels so good to play. Like it really feels spot on. Insomniac are fucking wizards, bro. Like that performance ray tracing mode Arachknight, I need every dev to do that. I need every dev to do performance RT. That should be the default for games.
Absolutely.
This generation. Like it is drop dead gorgeous. Like I don't understand. It doesn't make sense how they're able to make a game that looks this good with ray tracing, and I was blown away by it on Miles 2, like the same exact way, and it's insane. That mode is crazy. I'm loving the story so far, right? I think they are doing a good job at having the game be accessible to new players while really giving those longtime fans like the lore that they want and stuff like that. So I think they're balancing that well, and yeah, I mean, it's great. Make sure to check out the streams when they're up, and good game.
Good game.
Really like it. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it already. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
We eat
and
good.
I also,
We eating good lately.
Oh, we're eating so good. We're eating so good. Also, I'm curious to see how you feel about Rift Apart if you ever pick it up soon. Maybe after after FF7 or something. I'm curious to see how you feel about it. For sure. But going into the PS5 Arachknight PS5 Watch, excuse me. Apparently there's a story where like DualSenses may be telling you that it needs to charge a little bit earlier than it should, right? Like it's saying that like the low battery indicator is like coming on too early, right? And it's kind of like broken in a way, I guess. People have been saying that. So I guess like I have like really like no news here. I just want to ask you, like, have you noticed anything about that? Like, do you notice your DualSense running low on battery pretty frequently? Like, what has the battery life been with your DualSense?
It's always plugged in, so.
Oh, really? Okay.
Since my PS5 is right next to me, like it's within reaching distance. The cable is definitely long enough for it to be plugged in comfortably. So it's pretty much always plugged in, and whenever I'm done playing, I don't play for long enough for it to be fully charged and die. So I'll play for a while with it unplugged. If I'm sitting anywhere else, then I'll just plug it back in when I'm back at my desk. So I've never really had an issue with the battery life, at least at this current moment.
I see. I did notice that when I was playing Returnal, my battery drained fucking quick. I feel like because like all the haptics in that game and all of the like trigger stuff and everything in that game, I think it drains the battery quicker. I mean, I'm not sure. Like that's how I feel, because I feel like even when I'm playing like Ratchet or when I'm playing Village as well, like other games with haptic feedback and everything, it doesn't drain as nearly as fast as it does with Returnal. I'm not quite sure why, but I felt like with Returnal it drained a lot faster, but everything else I don't notice my controller's dying, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So just forgot to throw that in there. Just a interesting little thing to follow for sure. Next up here, I know you were talking about how you were wanting like a Spider-Man PS5 bundle and all that good stuff. Well, not bundle, but just like specific console, right?
Right.
It looks like, there was some rumors around the black, and some people were taking photos of a PS5 bundle in France that has ripped apart, and it is true. It is true. So, Pushkar says, if you needed further evidence of Ratchet & Clank ripped apart PS5 bundles releasing in France, well, here they are. Real physical hardware boxes featuring Insomniac Games platformer on the cover. So far, these have only released in France, but they may be released elsewhere. We have yet to see. So, in case you want a PS5 and you want a really, really, really good game with it, and you're in France, do they have French fries in France? Is that fucked up?
Bro, y'all got French fries in France? I need to know.
Do they? I mean, or is that like an American thing that we made up?
I
questions.
don't have the history of French fries. In mind, I don't have that downloaded.
Lucky you, I got Google. Quote, despite its name and popularity, the French fries are not French. The origins can be found in Belgium, where historians claim potatoes were being fried in the late 1600s, but American soldiers were first introduced to the fries while they were stationed in Belgium during World War I. These motherfuckers, man.
Well, it sounds better than Belgium fries.
It does. It does, I suppose. But then why are they called French fries?
Maybe the French just took them.
These are the real questions, These like fuck any game we're talking about. These are the real questions here.
Is there life on other planets? What happens after we die? Who really made the first French fry?
What's the concept of dreaming? Like, what are dreams? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, dreams you could break down. It's neuroscience.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me.
All right,
excuse me.
All right, my bad. That I can talk about.
Oh man. What's another one? Do you remember seeing that like paint that was so black that like it blocked all like light bouncing off it as well? So it was just like the pitches of black that you could ever see.
Yeah, I believe so.
On Earth. That was cool.
That was cool. I want a shirt like that.
I mean, I want a soul like that too.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? Just don't let any light in me. It's fine.
Okay, Sephiroth, go off.
I am one with the darkness. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Sephiroth, go off.
Damn, I still haven't. Oh wait, no. Actually, no. I saw his Black Feather drop.
Oh, yeah. Like, what is that, chapter 2?
No, that was chapter 1 during the bomb reaction.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little thing. Also, I posted on Twitter, but when I was leaving work one day recently, fucking Black Feather next to my car.
He's coming.
Hey, please take me out of this misery, please.
Bro?
Let me beat Intergrade first, and then you can take me out of it. Then you can take me out of my misery. You know
you're telling me you wouldn't fight Sephiroth?
I would certainly try. I don't know if I'll be good, but I'll
You're gonna post up?
I'll try. I mean, I bet he's never seen the Draco. I'm sure he's never seen I'm sorry he's never seen a Glizzy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna fight Sephiroth, the one-winged angel with a Glizzy.
Absolutely. Fair. Listen, man. Look, I'll put some materia on it, man. It'll be alright.
I was gonna say it's like Sephiroth's never seen a gun, but never mind.
He's definitely never seen a gun. Wait.
Yeah, there are guns.
Oh wait, no, he has.
Yeah, there are guns.
Yes, I forgot. Yes, you're right. Yes.
Well, he's never seen mine.
A gun. Never seen my gun. On to news here. Of course, we're talking about Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, and Insomniac developers. A lot of them came out and said some quotes about the culture within Insomniac, and I just figured I'd just bring it up here, just because I know last week we talked a little bit about crunch and all that. But let's hear from Insomniac Games developer Grant Parker. I believe he's on the design team, given his at Grant P Design, I think. You know what I'm saying? He says, I'd appreciate people sharing this positive because it's important. Hashtag Ratchet PS5 is at an 89 average score on Metacritic, and I can't speak for anyone on the team but myself, but I did not crunch once. 40-hour weeks the whole time. It is possible to work on a great game without suffering. We had Lindsay Thompson here as well, who says, and quote tweets Grant, saying, I didn't crunch once, entire production. A couple late nights here and there finishing something up, but completely crunch free. It is possible. Team wellness lets the creativity flow free. So, I don't know if you have any any big thoughts about the topic, but I just give some context, just because that's a hot topic these days, and it's nice to hear from devs, like those that were actually working on the game and those that would be under the effect of crunch, right? How they had their experience with a high profile game like Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. So no crunch.
I'm really glad to hear that that's the situation. And they're right. You don't have to sacrifice your soul and your body and your relationships to make an amazing game. Mm-hmm. And I'm just it just makes me love Insomniac that much more.
Yeah.
It's not only are they everybody there seems like they're having a good time.
Oh yeah.
And nobody there is it's oh, I'm working 90-hour weeks, no overtime. CD.
Yikes.
It's anybody that says oh, you need crunch in order to make these kinds of games, get that mentality out of here.
Yeah, I don't like the mentality. I will say that I think you need to obviously put hard work, right? But hard, efficient work within the parameters of a 40-hour work week is what I mean by that, right?
Right.
I think that's crucial. I think that's important to have a drive, right, at what you do. But a drive contained in the 40-hour work week. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah. That's where I'm at. But
I agree.
Good to see it. Next up here, I don't know why this cropped up again, but I guess people forgot that Naughty Dog was working on the multiplayer projects, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know why this was, but we got this quote here in a job listing here from Naughty Dog for multiplayer focused job listings. They say here that they want to bring on someone that will, quote, bring the same level of ambition and quality of our signature story-driven games to its new online experience. And I'm not sure why this was news this week, but if you guys forgot, Naughty Dog is making a multiplayer game, Arachknight. I assume you knew this.
I did.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm in the know.
I don't know why that was news, bro. I don't know why. People were flipping out. Oh well. Next up here. Now, this was announced at Summer Games Fest, right? This is a big deal. Okay, so I'm going to need the floor to break this down, Arachknight, okay?
Absolutely.
Are you aware of Call of Duty? Are you aware of Call of Duty Zombies? I assume yes.
I've heard the name maybe here and there.
You're aware of the premise of an Easter egg, quest being in a COD Zombies map, right? The Ascension Easter egg, the Moon Easter egg, these long multi-step things to do in the maps, right?
Perhaps.
Yeah. Okay. Last thing I'll ask, you're aware that the Zombies had / does still have right now a storyline from map to map, right? With Rick, Toffin, Takio, you know what I'm saying, Dempsey, Nikolai, Sam, etc., right? Like that whole long storyline that it's called the Ether storyline.
I believe so.
Okay. Long story short, the man behind that Ether storyline is Jason Blundell. Okay. He's a big deal within Treyarch, or was a big deal in Treyarch, right? And he was a big deal to the Zombies community for Call of Duty, right? Just because he would put ciphers in the maps and different stuff like that, and he designed a story that was super, super good. Not he was the only one that did it. There were others before him that started it, but he took it up another level during Black Ops 3, right? So come halfway through Black Ops 4, he kind of just went radio silent low key, and he essentially, kind of said that he left Treyarch, right? Like, but he was very, very quiet about the whole thing. Didn't talk about it, but he kind of just was not working on zombies all of a sudden, right? And it's still continuing with Cold War and everything, but like it's just not under his leadership, right? Then we take it to this Thursday, Summer Games Fest. It gets announced that Deviation Games is a new developer that is going to bring a new IP to the gaming space, and it is where Jason Blundell's at. Like, he started it with the CEO Dave Anthony. They've been longtime friends, and there's 100 different developers that are on the team and different stuff like that. And they even have one COD Zombies YouTuber as well, named JC Backfire, that got hired there as well. Like, it's a really cool thing. What it really ties to PlayStation is that they are partnering with PlayStation to be able to make a brand new original IP. So they have been funded by PlayStation financially, and now they're working on a new IP for the PlayStation 5. Which is dope as fuck, because I love Jason Blundell. I love the COD storyline, and he's just able to make like really good storylines, like really good worlds, really good characters. So I can't wait to see what they do here with Deviation Games. So, given that you aren't like the biggest Zombies fan, I assume you don't have anything crazy to say.
Oh no, I was joking, dude. I'm a huge Zombies fan.
Wait, are you dead ass?
I was joking. We've talked.
Bro, I thought you were.
We've talked about it.
So you know who Jason Blundell is?
Yes.
Oh, let's fucking go, bro. Are you hyped as fuck,
yeah.
bro? I'm hyped as fuck,
Absolutely.
bro. I'm turned up.
Dude,
I'm turned up.
My middle school days, I can't tell you the amount of hours. Like Friday, okay, let me set the stage. It's Friday. It's the Friday before spring break. You had just gone out of school. The air is cool. The breeze is light. You just walked out of your 6th grade class. You go home. You message your friends on the old PS3 PlayStation Network messaging. You get in a party. You load up Ascension.
Yes, sir.
You play until the sun goes down. It's nighttime, and you're still playing Ascension.
Yes, sir.
You go to NGT Zombies.
Oh.
You watch Spider Bite and the boys play through Moon. You watch the videos on the Easter eggs and how to do them.
Mr. Waffle Waffles, gotta shout out the homie.
You watch the boys play through Zombies.
Yes,
Friday night. You go to a friend's house to sleep over Saturday night. You're playing Moon. You're playing like Call of the Dead. Playing Shangri-La. You got all the good stuff.
Yes, sir.
Like,
yes,
dude,
sir.
that would, if I had to pick a game, like a multiplayer game that was my childhood, it would hands down be Black Ops 1 Zombies, without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt.
I just love the zombie storyline, bro. Like, I know there's a lot to it. I know that probably 90% of the zombies community can't really even like tell you front to back what the zombie storyline is correctly, right? But it's so fucking good, bro.
It's so good,
man. It's so good, bro. So I just can't wait to see what they do here with this game, bro. And I expect this to be maybe at minimum 4 years away.
Oh,
at minimum,
it's gonna be a while.
Right? But I'm just excited to see what happens from it, bro. I can't wait. You know, can't wait.
We've been getting a lot of like spiritual successors lately.
Yeah.
With
you're right.
Back for Blood coming out later this year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like the only one I know that's excited for Back for Blood.
I think Christian is too. I'm pretty sure Christian is too. I think.
Shut up, Christian.
Yeah. Me side.
I'm a huge Left 4 Dead fan, so Back for Blood, this is good news. Like, zombies kind of like, companies were in like the mid to late 2000s to the like mid 2010s. It was all zombies all the time, and then it just stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people are getting kind of tired of zombies. I get that, but I've never seen a faster drop off of a genre other than maybe battle royales.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I hear you.
2017 was every game had a battle royale. Fallout got a battle royale. We got PUBG and Fortnite, and we got all of them. Call of Duty. It's just, and then no more battle royales.
Yeah.
Same thing with zombies.
I hear you. I just wonder what they're working on. Like, obviously they can't give us like a continuation of the zombie storyline, right? And like they kind of just, and it's kind of over, kind of.
Oh yeah, Cold War Zombies does not look fun.
It's, and like I'm not too jazzed about the story either. Like it's kind of interesting, right, to see Sam post, you know, Ether's storyline and everything, but at a certain point, I just miss the 4 characters.
Oh, the boys.
Right? Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. Like I miss that whole thing, right? Like I think, in my opinion, Black Ops 3 is the best storyline stuff that we've ever gotten in zombies for sure. Black Ops 1 holds a special place in my heart too, obviously. But like the way they turned up,
yeah, Its story is Black Ops 3.
Yeah, like just pure story, like what goes on in that game is fucking insane, like for real. That was iconic time. So just can't wait to see what Blundell does for sure. I'm excited for it, and I'm definitely looking out for this. Obviously, we get a double bonus because it's PlayStation related for sure, but it's cool just to see them on their own doing their own thing. So we will see. We shall see. You know, Phil. Okay, so look. So tomorrow we got the Microsoft E3 conference, right? But I gotta just pull up on Phil Spencer a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna pull up in a malicious way. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he's been talking a little bit spicy. Okay, so I'm gonna read this quote here from Push Square. After boasting of being the only company to ship titles across PC, consoles, and the cloud on the same day, Phil Spencer said, quote, "Others bring console games to PC years later, not only making people buy their hardware up front, but then charging them a second time to play on PC." And listen, Phil.
I mean,
is that cool if I call you Phil?
He's kind of spitting a little bit though.
Objectively, he's right, but I just found this delivery to be a little bit saucy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's saucy.
Is definitely saucy, and like, hey, a part of me likes the sauce. You know, I'm down for some shots here and there. You know what I'm saying? But this one, I just like to just make everyone aware that it was said. That's it. I just want, just to bring it to people's attention that this is what Phil Spencer said. I know people call him Phil Daddy Spencer over here on the Xbot. Yeah, I hear people call him that. I hear people call him Daddy Phil, Uncle Phil.
Uncle
which
Phil's
is
funny. Kind of.
There's only one Uncle Phil in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? And it's not Phil Spencer.
Yeah, I get
but,
that.
Yeah. But you got any thoughts on this? You know what I'm saying? Like I know you're pro bringing all the games to PC day one and all that. So, any thoughts on this?
I'm in the boat of like bringing PC, games to PC. Like, I agree with him. Like fundamentally, it's if I have the option of playing a game, like it's like, okay, this will come out on PC eventually. What am I gonna do? I'm not gonna wait because I'm impatient. I'm not gonna wait 4 years, 5 years. Like imagine you tell me in 2016, it's like, hey, 16-year-old Arachknight, you want to wait 5 years to play the last main Uncharted game on your computer, or you just want to buy it now? It'll cost you the same amount of money. It's like, I'm just gonna buy it now. And when Uncharted 4 comes out on PC, am I gonna buy it? Yes, but I shouldn't have to buy the game twice to experience it on on somewhere that I would prefer to experience it on. If you put Uncharted 4, if it released now, I feel like I could run it pretty well on my computer. 2016 me could not run it well on his computer, so I probably would have just gone with the PS4 version anyway. And that's something we've talked about more than once. It's just not everybody can run those massive games well unless they're optimized beautifully.
Right.
So And even with the PS5 the way it is, I would still probably choose to play a majority of my games on the PS5 because it's faster. And the performance difference isn't that significant. Like, I don't have a computer. I don't think my computer could run Miles Morales at 4K 60 with ray tracing.
Right.
There are some that could, and they get the best experience possible. But I'm not one of them, and my computer is already beefy, so I can only imagine where they are in terms of price point. So.
The only thing I found weird about this, right? I mean, I guess not weird, just interesting to note how integral Game Pass is to the future of how they look at Xbox, right? Like they even say here, quote, others bring console games to PC years later, not only making people buy their hardware up front, but then charging them a second time to play on PC. And he brings up one of the things that's wrong with that, which is not only making people buy their hardware up front. Which I just think, I mean, that's just an interesting thing to add there. Because, like, you sell hardware, right? Like as far as I'm aware, a Series X and a Series S definitely released in November. Am I wrong?
You are correct.
That's a thing that you do as well, right? Granted, now in this new wave, and now we see, you know, just how they are looking at, like, at least in my eyes, like, this just tells me how much they are more looking towards the future of Game Pass as opposed to dedicated hardware, which I just find super interesting. You know what I'm saying? That, like, he even went so as far as to say, like, companies that are selling hardware to play exclusive games, that's somewhat of a detriment, even though he and Xbox do the same thing. But granted, now their games are no longer exclusively on their console, and hey, we're seeing a shift with that side over here as well on the PlayStation side. You know what I'm saying? You can buy Horizon, Days Gone. You're gonna be able to buy Uncharted 4 on PC now. You know what I'm saying? It's just that time difference now for sure. But I just found that really interesting. You know, not necessarily bad, not necessarily like great. I'm just taking notes. You know, I'm just curious, and this is just very, very intriguing to see what Phil Spencer's like willing to say out loud. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting.
I kind of like how I know that there are, like, some people joke about, like, brands, you know, like Silence brand.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of like how the companies that they know younger people use are more vocal. It's not like it's not just corporate speak every day of the week.
Yeah.
Like, there was a serious disconnect between, you know, consumers and the companies that, you know, you get those products from. And I'm not looking to be buddy with a company, but it's nice to see that there is, you know, like, they're having fun with it too. These aren't just drones. Like, these companies are having fun with, you know, maybe talking a little trash here and there. Like, maybe having a little fun.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I don't know. I think I don't mind it. I think it's fun.
Yeah, and they do include, you know, recently, like, Herman Hulst's quote on PC releases and everything, and he said, quote, and I hope that a new set of fans can and will enjoy that title, and that's the goal. We want to reach new gamers who haven't yet experienced the great stories, characters, and worlds that we've built, period. Right? So yeah, it's interesting that, yeah, what I find interesting too is that, like, you know, Herman talks about wanting to just expand the popularity of their IPs, right? Not necessarily, you know, because I have a PS5 and I bought, you know, Last of Us Factions, right, later on, that I'm going to be able to also somehow be able to have that same copy on PC, right? Like, maybe I log in my PlayStation account through Steam or through Epic Game Store, and it's able to read my library on my PlayStation 5, and I'm able to redeem the PC version of that game because of that, right? Like, that's not what Hermen Hulst sees this push towards releasing their PlayStation games on PC. It's just simply to expand the popularity of their IPs and reach new audiences, right? But Phil Spencer talks like we're like Herman is trying to like emulate what they're doing to the same degree, because he says that we also don't force players to buy it a second time, right? As if like that was Sony's MO. Does that make sense, Arachknight?
It's not really.
Does that kind of make sense, or no?
I understand where you're coming from. It's not really a force, but the word force might have been a poor choice of words, because I believe his reasoning behind that word choice is giving players a choice. Choice implies that there is no force in which direction you go. You get to choose your path. You want to buy it straight on PC? Go ahead. You want to buy it on your console? That's fine too. But with Sony, it's you have to buy it on this console or forget about it. And if you want to wait a few years and then rebuy it, well, then you're just going to have to wait. It kind of it forces you. It's like a fork in the road opposed to a corridor. A corridor, you only have one direction you can go, unless you refuse to take the path at all. But with a fork in the road, you get to choose which direction you walk in. You get to experience the same path, just in a different direction.
Yeah. I see that. Okay. I see that. I guess, I don't know, like, it just sounded like the reply, I guess, quote unquote, or just like Spencer like talking about the opposition, right? Like they were trying to like put down a similar model that like they were doing, right? Where it's like, yeah, like PlayStation games are coming to PC, but Hermen Hulst has been very, very blunt and very, very clear where like it's about reaching new gamers and reaching a new audience, for those that have not experienced their games, right? As opposed to Spencer and Xbox, where it definitely is, they are building an ecosystem, right? Like they are building a play anywhere type of dilemma, and they have initiatives like Play Anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I just found it very interesting. So
yeah.
I appreciate your rebuttal though. Definitely do. Because yeah, you're right. Like force was like the wrong word to use, but like I don't know. It was just a weird. Just a quote that I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
It came off negatively, like more than it should have.
Like I think above all else, like Spencer's quote: "Others bring consoles to PC years later, not only making people buy their hardware up front, but then charging them a second time to play on PC." It's just more of like he's like touting what they do, right?
Yeah,
and not necessarily like saying that, how do I phrase it? Like, he's just like bolstering what Xbox does, right? Is I think more of the objective here with this, as opposed to, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah.
I just yeah.
I just like what interesting. Look at what we're doing compared to them.
Yeah, but I don't know.
There are a lot of but
I know I'm like fucking up because like I'm just losing my words here, like trying to explain what I'm trying to say, but like I think that it's just the point of like not only making people buy their hardware up front, but then charging them a second time to play on PC. When it's like, okay, charging them a second time to play on PC, like is PlayStation charging me a second time to play on PC? If I have a PC and I want to play Horizon Zero Dawn again on PC, then yeah, I would have to buy it again. But like, I think, but like that's not the point. Like Hermen Hulst doesn't want me necessarily to go and build and buy a PC to play their PlayStation games on PC. It's for people that don't have a PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's for those to reach a new audience, right? For those PC gamers that do not have a PlayStation, right? Mm-hmm. That's what I think, and that's what they've said. The main reason as to why they are putting PlayStation games on PC. It's not to give me a choice; it's to give other people access. And I feel like Phil Spencer is replying as if PlayStation is trying to give me a choice. Rather, PlayStation is ultimately trying to give new people access to their games. Does that make a little more sense? I think that's what I was trying to say, I think.
No, yeah. It makes clear sense.
Yeah.
Like, your point comes across clearly and concisely.
I'm using all the brain meats. You know what I'm saying?
The what?
Brain meats. Never heard brain meats? No?
No.
Brain meats, you know?
Brain meats?
Yeah.
Like you're a butcher?
Sometimes you gotta just allocate all the brain meats to a single thought, you know, and then you go on about your business. You know what I'm saying?
Neurons?
Brain meats, sir.
Because I know that neurons are what help process thought. Like, you know, the myelin sheet around those neurons, the how viable those are, or how quickly information passes through your brain, and how quickly you retain information.
Brain meats, you know what I'm saying?
I've never heard that. That's disgusting. That sounds so gross. Brain meats. That's so weird. Ew. Ew.
You know, Shamasi, it's from Dashi, to be honest. I just watched Miss Dashi.
I haven't watched Dashi in a minute.
I fucking love Dashi.
Oh yeah, he's funny.
He's
like
he's
his Arkham Knight. Did you watch his Arkham Knight playthrough?
I didn't. I used to mainly watch his Super Mario Maker videos.
Oh yeah.
But Super Mario Maker 2 ended like 2 weeks ago. Episode 100, end of the series. It hurts. I miss it. You know? I miss it. Oh well. Next up here, we have Jim Ryan kind of reflecting on his quotes that we've all picked apart about him, right? Like, he essentially painted out like he just does not like old games. He asked the prospect of, like, why would anyone want to play, like, the grand, like, any of, like, you know, PS1 games or, like, PS2, whatever. Like, why would people want to play those games, etc., right? That's what, like, here. So this is what he said, and I quote, this is back when he was talking about old games, right? Why would anyone play this? The PS1 and the PS2 games, they looked ancient. Like, why would anybody want to play this, right? He said that, okay? Now he has some new quotes about those whole reflections. So let's bring those up to light. This is what This is what Jim Ryan says today. Quote, "The point I was trying to make, obviously not very well, was just how great the PlayStation 4 version looked and how far the series had evolved. I certainly wasn't trying to be disrespectful to our heritage. I guess my big learning from all of this is that when Kazunori Yamauchi, I hope I said that right, unveils the next Gran Turismo side by side with his history, that I will keep my mouth shut."
Yeah, that's probably... He probably got a phone call right after. He's like, hey, you're an idiot.
Like, after the first quote or the second quote?
The first quote.
Yeah. I agree.
It's what did you just say? Because, hey, I don't even play Gran Turismo. I was like, what? Like, why do people want to play old games? Just play the new one. It's like, there's a reason people want to. Why do you think emulation's a thing?
Yeah. I think that we all properly ripped him for that first quote. Like, you're the head of PlayStation, sir. You should never talk about your old games in this context.
Yeah, you gotta.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
think.
Yeah, like when I take a step back, right, and I give him the benefit of the doubt, and I let him, you know, try to speak truth in that second quote, I can understand where he's coming from, right? Like, I get that you were trying to say how good the current generation looks, right? But you definitely did not say that at all well in the first quote.
You gotta really articulate better.
Yeah. Like
he dropped the ball super hard.
Yeah, for sure. So just figured I'd give that quote out there, just to kind of get a read on Jim Ryan's, how he feels about old games, because I guess it's a touchy subject for him. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that was that right there. We got two more stories here. First up here, PS4 saves, I guess, aren't that crazy. So I'm sure that you're aware, but Fallen Order, Jedi Fallen Order, of course, from Respawn, did get a Shadow Drop PS5 version on Friday. So you can now, play the game at a higher resolution than before, higher frame rate, faster load speeds, etc. And you're able to use, even though this is a native PS5 version of the game, you're still able to use your PS4 save on the PS5 version, which was not always the case in a lot of games. You just did it, Arachknight. You just transferred your PS4 save to your PS5, I think, for Final Fantasy VII Remake. I know I did.
I did.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, wait, I forgot. You said you wanted to start fresh, right? I forgot.
It's also because, I have the save downloaded on my PS5 from the cloud, and it says that it doesn't, recognize it.
What?
I uploaded the save. I have the save downloaded from the PS4 cloud. When I got my PS5, I uploaded all my saves. And it says I have the FF7 save. But when I go into the main page of Intergrade, it's not letting me download it.
Interesting.
So I thought about it. I was like, I want to play this on hard. And I have the save. I checked my storage. I checked the cloud. It's all there. And it's not doing it. It's like, oh, you have to go directly from your PS4 and upload it from there. And that's not going to happen because I don't have my PS4 anymore.
Well, you can always download like the PS4 version of the game to your PS5. You can do that. That's what I did for this round. I downloaded the PS4 version of the game running on PS5, and then upload the save and then download it on the PS5 version. It's really stupid.
It's a little dumb.
It's not the best way they've handled PS4 saves reading on PS5 games. But apparently here on Fallen Order, it's able to read it with little hassle at all. So they say your quote on PS5, ensure your console has the PS4 save data on system storage, and then all you got to do from there is click import PS4 system data software. Sorry, import PS4 system save data prompt on the startup screen. You select it, and then boom, you're able to use your old saves. There's no mess about going to the PS4 version and uploading it. It's just a native way. It just reads it.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it's weird, and I'm thinking more and more, maybe it's just developers are getting used to the PS5 architecture, and maybe there's a way to just maybe there's just been new information brought to light that now they're able to just do this now, as opposed to previous games that we've had where Spider-Man to Spider-Man Remaster, and something had to install that module to move over the PS4 to PS5, Final Fantasy VII, etc. So just figured I'd note that there. It's interesting that we have these developments in the save data thing. So maybe it won't be that big of a deal in the future. Hopefully,
I hope not.
It's kind of
a pain.
It's kind of annoying. Yeah, kind of annoying. Last news here, you know what I'm saying? Also, I'm going to rapid fire some games that were announced during this E3 week. But PS5 console exclusive, I'm sure you recall this, Arachknight. I'm sure you remember Godfall, you know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I forgot that came out.
I did too. Until today. It was unveiled during Gearbox's E3 conference, which, by the way, horrible conference.
I heard it was bad.
It was really fucking bad, dude. It was such a waste of time. But they are putting out the game on PS4 on August 10th.
Please buy this game.
But my argument is bro, I don't know if people on PS4 are gonna buy Godfall.
Yeah, it is a desperate plea. It's
have we ever seen a game announced for the last gen hardware after the release of the new gen hardware? Have we ever seen that before?
Not to the extent of my knowledge.
Like, and I mean, like, it's on PC, so like there's that too. But like, I don't know, man. Yeah, I just don't know. Like, yeah, this is definitely like a last attempt Hail Mary at reviving this game, bro.
Please buy the game. I mean,
the only way I'm playing this game is if it's on PS Plus, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play it at all.
That's it. And like, even if it's on PS Plus, like if I'm busy, I can easily see myself just not even getting around to it. But I would like to try it out someday. Like, to be completely honest, like I would like to just at least try it out. But I would just get it on PS Plus. I'm not trying to buy it.
Yeah, you can miss me with that, like, genuinely.
Yeah, it's also just weird that, like, honestly, I'm not even lying. This is how bad their conference was. I swear on my life. The most noteworthy thing out of that conference was Godfall coming to PS4.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, and it's like, why was that the biggest takeaway from your conference when we have new consoles right now? Like, they didn't show their new game, which is oh my god, I forgot the name of it. Shit. Wonderlands, right? The Tiny Tina spinoff Borderlands game. They had no gameplay there, but they had plenty of gameplay from fucking Godfall PS4 version. And it's like, what? I don't know, bro. Yeah. So yeah, if you still have a PS4 and you want to play Godfall, it's coming to a PS4 near you, August 10th. You know, get hyped.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying, Arachknight? Listen, I say let's just bust out our PS4s.
I'm gonna rebuy my PS4 just to play Godfall.
King shit. Before we get to the question of the week, I did want to rapid fire 4 games and get your opinions on them. Okay, I want you to give me a yay or nay. You know, we'll do this old school style. Okay, yay or nay. I'm gonna read you 4 games. Okay.
All right.
Battlefield 2042.
Is there a meh?
Okay, meh. That's fine. Yay, meh, or nay. Okay, yeah. We'll do meh. I'll do a slight yay until I see gameplay. I really want to see gameplay, but it is looking good. I like how it's in the near distant future. Coming out October, I think. October something. I think 22nd comes to mind, but I forgot. Coming to PS5, of course. So.
Yeah, it's a meh for me.
Yeah. Would if it shows good gameplay wise, would you be more inclined to buy it, or like are you just not that into Battlefield?
I was never really into how big Battlefield was. It feels like there's 100 different things going on at once, and which is why I preferred Call of Duty. It's a lot more focused and like tight, I guess.
Right. Yeah. That's fair. That's
yeah.
fair. I can see that.
It's okay.
Elden Ring. Sorry.
Yeah. Elden Ring is the name on everybody's lips.
For you, it's a yay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check out Elden Ring. I'm not as hyped as like other people are, but like I still think it's cool.
Yeah. Coming out January something, I forgot again. January 2022. You know, so not that far away.
No,
not
really.
that far away. Yeah. So the jury's out on Elden Ring, you know. I'm obviously don't see myself playing it at launch, you know. But hey, perhaps this is the timeline of Arachknight. Perhaps I get around to October, I play Bloodborne, I fall in love with Bloodborne, maybe I check out Demon's Souls, you know what I'm saying, on PS5, you know what I'm saying? And maybe I end up getting Elden Ring, who knows? But we'll see. Rainbow Six Extraction.
No.
This hard no. This is of course Rainbow Six Quarantine. Now they have a name change, of course, given circumstances of the past year. So yeah, you know, I didn't realize it was a full $60 game, and that's where I'm like,
you're asking a lot.
Yeah, even though I did like what they showed today at the Ubisoft conference, I did think that there was some really cool elements to that game that I think could be interesting for sure. I just don't know about $60 interesting to me personally. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to throw down the game and say that a game is not worth the price that it's at, you know. But for me personally, I don't know about all that. You know what I'm saying? Lastly here, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora.
Absolutely not.
Holy shit! Absolutely not, my boy.
Dude, you even if it were like, hey, this is on PS Plus for free, please download it. It's a no.
Listen, man, I know it's a Ubisoft game, but really?
Dude, not only is it an Ubisoft game, right? But it's Avatar.
Wow.
Like,
wow. Listen, granted, we're on the same page where if it was Avatar Last Airbender, we'd be over the moon.
oh yeah, no, if it were
Trust that.
an Avatar like beat 'em up game where you can quick swap the elements like in Ghost of Tsushima,
Fuck.
it would be a different story. Go through Aang's story, like you get to play it instead of just watch it. You get
they could easily do it, bro. They could easily do it.
you get like you get a decent company that knows how to make good games. And so Ubisoft's off the table.
You piece of shit.
Am I wrong? No.
Ubisoft could do it. Have you seen their fucking skill trees?
I doubt it.
No. I'm not gonna accept this. Have you seen their skill trees in like Valhalla or Odyssey? Okay, they are known. Listen.
Oh
they
wow, it's
clearly
a skill tree. That's the selling point.
No, they seem like they know what they're doing in terms of having a wide array of different abilities that vary. Right? I think that they could do it. You know what? I know they could do it. I know they could do it.
That's a lot of faith for them. Like, dude, it's like saying I know Burger King can make a good burger. I know.
Hey, the Whopper's not bad. Come on. Man.
I get crazy heartburn every time I eat Burger King. I used to love it, but or like Red Robin to you because for some reason.
Don't even get. Oh, I just got triggered. Oh my god. I saw a flash of light at Arachknight. I saw a flash of light. I saw the devil for a second there. Red Robin's god awful. Don't even talk to me about
you
that.
You are not only wrong, but offensive.
Red Robin is the equivalent to KFC in terms of they're both fucking horrible at what they're mainly supposed to be good at. It's beyond me.
You're wrong.
It's beyond.
KFC we agree on.
Yes, KFC I know you won't find me on. Yeah. But like, bro, how is it that the best thing at Red Robin are the bottomless steak fries? How is that even possible?
Dude, Red Robin's burgers are good. You're just a coward. You're not strong
fucking
enough.
God awful.
You're not
fucking
strong
nasty,
enough.
Bro.
You're not strong
Listen,
enough.
If you don't ask me for a temperature on the burger, that's a problem. Now, I'm not talking about fast food burgers. That's a whole different dilemma, right? That's the expectation that I'm not looking for high quality burgers, but if you're Red Robin, like if you're a sit down, not fast food restaurant, right? You gotta have a level of quality to your burger, and it's just not there. It's just not there. Yeah.
I'm offended.
Listen, look, man.
It's my favorite restaurant. I'm not gonna lie to you right now.
Wait, no, it's not.
If I could go anywhere to eat, like.
Please don't say this.
Dude,
please don't say this.
Red Robin is the place I'm going.
What the fuck?
Absolutely.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, I would rather get a millionaire burger from our old restaurant any fucking day of the week.
Not only are you wrong, but you're offensive.
Huh? You're telling me that the Red Robin burger is better than the burger that we...
The Royal Red Robin burger is top tier.
Listen, I don't want to ever hear anything about your mouth about me not having good taste.
Dude,
I don't ever want to hear it again.
You have awful taste.
What? Bro! Oh my god.
Like,
that's
your reputation. This right here. That's your reputation. You got bad taste.
I can't believe this man said that he would rather go to Red Robin.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Dude,
this is...
Ubisoft is the KFC of game development.
Not true.
Absolutely true. And we're talking like okay. Obviously there are worse studios, but in the world of AAA, Ubisoft is the KFC of game development.
That's a good question. Who's my least favorite AAA?
Ubisoft.
That I've personally played. That's a good question. That's a good question. Cause I know Bethesda gets a lot of slack for just their game engine.
Oh,
right?
Bethesda's pretty awful.
But I can't say it because I played Fallout 76 and I didn't necessarily love the gameplay of it, right? I did think it felt a little bit janky, right? But like, I don't know if I can sit here and say that off of just playing 76, right?
I mean, they just have a lot of busted games.
Yeah.
Like, there's no quality assurance until it blows up in their face.
Oh man. Here, let's. No,
you go. I was gonna say like EA until recently.
That's not a bad option. That's not a bad option. Yeah.
Recently, they've turned it around. Like with Legendary Edition, Knockout City's really fun. Fallen Order a few years back was great. EA is okay. Ubisoft is definitely my least favorite. Like, there's a reason their games are always in the discount bin at Walmart. And that's all I'm gonna say on it.
Or they, like to make sure that new players can experience their great game content that they put out.
Yeah, then tell me why. Tell me why Naughty Dog's games are always in those glass bulletproof cases.
Listen, I'm not gonna sit here and say that Ubisoft games are the same tier as PlayStation First Party. I'm not even trying to say that. Like, hold on. Like, listen, man. I know quality, right? I'm just saying that Ubisoft games are quality.
Lowercase First Party quality. Lowercase PlayStation Comic Sans quality.
No, they are lowercase quality, but the lowercase quality is the highest tier of studios that are not PlayStation First Party. I sound like a Sony pony right now. Trust that. Nah. That's the most fanboy shit I've seen. Said. That's probably top 3 most fanboy shit I've ever said in my life.
Microsoft Studios, their games never really hit for me.
Yeah.
Other than Halo, tell me a good Microsoft Studios game. Challenge.
I think people like Gears of War, right?
Gears of War was good until it wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see tomorrow how it all goes down, man. Like, I just want to see some good games. Period. Is that so fucking hard to get?
Spider-Man 2. I know Insomniac, you just released a great game. I get it. I have one more favor.
One more favor. Give me a teaser Spider-Man 2.
I don't need gameplay. I don't need a CG trailer. It doesn't even need to be like a title card. It just, hey, we're working on Spider-Man. Have a good night. I know you are, but just like tell me.
Yeah, I hear you. Bye guys, have a good night. Oh man. Let's get to something that we both agree upon, right? Let's get away from this Red Robin bullshit,
You mean this, taste?
This attack on the quality of Ubisoft titles, you know what I'm saying? Let's just question of the week: how good is Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade and Intermission DLC? It's all caps good.
All caps
to the highest
spaced out, like the letters are spaced out, bolded, italicized, and underlined.
Also, for those that are listening to this right now, yes, we're going to spoil the shit out of Final Fantasy VII Remake. If you haven't played it, you should probably dip. But yeah, number 1, what's wrong with you? Number 2, you know what? Unless you waited for the PS5 version, that's the only acceptable reason why. That's it. But I guess spoiler-free thoughts. It's very good. You should buy it. It's worth every penny. I'm sure Arachknight has the same opinion, probably tenfold.
Absolutely.
Clear it up?
Honestly, you're the biggest Final Fantasy fan I know of.
I don't even know if I can say that, bro.
I know of.
I mean, yeah, like Final Fantasy VII Remake unlocked like a level of passion in me that I did not know I could ever rekindle again after all the pain I've been through in my life. That sounds dramatic as fuck.
Jesus.
I didn't know I could feel this type of love again. But no, like I fucking love it. I really, really fucking love it. And but I want to hear from you first, right? So, because I assume you're deeper in the game than me, because I've been playing Ratchet too. So, where are you in Intergrade, and how are you feeling?
Where am I? Cloud just got kicked out of. Oh no, we're on Jesse's mission.
Okay.
Where she's like, oh, I want to go see my family. And I tried doing the Biker Boy achievement, where you do the entire thing and stay above 80% health. You can't redo a checkpoint. Like if you restart a checkpoint to say, oh, I took more damage than I should have, and you restart, you fail.
Interesting.
You literally cannot mess up. You get one shot.
One shot.
And it's not. And I didn't have a save from before, so it's like, well, I guess I gotta do it on another playthrough.
Damn.
But I almost got it. I messed up at the very end, so I reloaded a checkpoint. Tried it 2 more times. Finally landed it, and Jesse's like, "You failed the test." I was like, "Great, awesome."
Great, awesome. Oh, it's that one trophy where it's like you have to get like acknowledged by Jesse for doing something.
Yeah,
right?
it's like you drove really well, and you get a kiss on the cheek.
You see, I could have sworn Jesse kissed my cheek during the first playthrough, but I don't have that trophy.
Then she might have done. She does it at the end when you go visit her at her place. She kisses you on the cheek. It's like, oh, come back tomorrow night. It's like, yes, ma'am.
I feel like I remember it being. I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering.
Honestly,
yeah, perhaps you're right. Yeah. I mean, you just played it. You would know absolutely.
I haven't finished it though. I from the extent of my memory, I believe it's when you're done with the mission. But after playing through OG Final Fantasy VII, they really overhauled Jesse and like Biggs and Wedge.
Oh yeah.
Like they were barely in the original game.
They have like no lines, bro.
Yeah.
Like they're like not even characters. Yeah.
But in Remake, like I'm vibing with like Biggs. Like Biggs is someone that I would drink with. Wedge is someone you play games with, and Jesse's a girlfriend.
Yeah, I mean, look, I know I'm a little bit partial towards Tifa. You're a bit partial towards Aerith, obviously.
But we shake hands on Jesse.
Yeah, like I feel like we don't talk a lot about Jesse. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta give it up. You know, Chapter 1, I found her very endearing.
She's very endearing.
I forgot how much I missed spending quality time with her. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Shout out to Jesse. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know. And like, I know there's a subsect of people that are Jesse stans, right? I've just never really acknowledged them, you know. But I gotta tip my hat, if I will.
I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. Just, you know. Jesse is great.
If Aerith wasn't in the equation, or if I knew for a fact Aerith was gonna get the same fate as OG, like it was unavoidable that. I would go with Jesse. But spoilers: Jesse gets Millie rocked.
Fuck,
that made me.
I had forgot about that low point. Until you just said it. Damn. Fuck.
It hurt.
Shit. Like, listen, Biggs, I love that you made it out, bro. You're the homie.
I would have traded you in a heartbeat.
Hey yo. Oh man, I don't know. Yo, Biggs is my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
Like, Biggs is my right hand. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, Barrett's the right hand. Like, come on.
I mean, absolutely.
Like, I'm happy Biggs made it. Or it was Wedge. Wedge made it.
I mean, doesn't Biggs like open his eyes like at the very last second of the game or something like that? Like, doesn't he start to wake up?
I think.
I know. Wedge never dies. Like he's alive.
Like if we go off of the pretense of Biggs and Jesse are like gone, they're not. But if they were, absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt in my mind, I would drop kick Wedge into that tower for Jesse.
Holy shit.
Like everybody's like, oh, we made it, and well, no one's paying attention. Full run, full kick.
Wow.
Like, to trade like a soul for a soul, it's not even a hard choice. It's not, like, there's not even a second of hesitation. Like, Biggs doesn't, or like Wedge is like, oh, the Wedge and Biggs don't have family. It's like, that's great. Alley-oop. Like, wow. I mean, the only people that are gonna miss him are us, and I'm making that choice. Jesse's got a family.
You know, when you break it down like that, right, where it's like Jesse has a family, like, more people
are gonna
miss her than if we lose Wedge. God damn. Oh man. Just you know, a shout out to Jesse. Shout out to Jesse for sure.
Absolutely, shout out. Like, Jessie is a sweetheart. She's a little desperate, but it's okay.
It's always fun to get chased. You know what I'm saying?
Doesn't happen.
Doesn't happen to be that often. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it doesn't happen.
Doesn't happen to me, but you know, it's nice to vicariously kind of feel.
Yeah,
that.
I was just about to say, it's like living vicariously is always nice every once in a while.
Wow, it's like, yeah, like it's very apparent that, yeah, Jesse is thirsting.
Oh,
for Cloud.
even Cloud is like, how desperate are you?
Yeah, and it's like, damn,
I don't mind.
I can't relate. I can't relate.
We are not the same,
but
Cloud.
We're definitely not the same. Also, big ups to Cloud. So you haven't gotten. Wait, I'm trying to remember. No, you haven't gotten to Aerith's part, have you?
No, because that's after the second Mako. Yeah, second Mako bombing.
Yeah.
Bombing. It sounds so like weird. It's like, oh, the heroes of the story are bombing places.
Yeah. I can't wait, man. I can't wait to get that part. Yeah, I just beat chapter 1. I've been having this you know, like this dilemma where I don't know if I want to play the game on normal or hard, because I kind of like, eventually I want to get the platinum, but it's like, do I really have it in me, you know? And I'm just not confident I have it in me. And you gave me some wise wisdom, you know? You're like, Kev, you haven't played the game in like a year. You know what I'm saying? You're probably not gonna be able to jump into hard mode, you know? So I'm like, you know what? You're right. So maybe I should play a normal playthrough. You know what I'm saying? Play the Yuffie DLC, right? Well, actually, first I'm playing the Yuffie DLC, then I'm gonna go to the story again, and then perhaps come back for a hard mode challenge, because I do have to beat every chapter on hard mode, right? So I do have to go through the game again.
Yeah.
So there is that, but yeah. That's not my thing, but I did beat chapter 1 on normal, and it's great because, like I said last week, you know, like it's gonna be great to come back to Remake with the context of the first game, you know.
It's a game changer.
Yeah, I bet it's a whole different dynamic, bro. You know, for sure.
Like all those little details you were excited about in the Yuffie DLC, that's the whole game.
Yeah, like, dude, oh my god. You know what? Fuck it. Let me talk a little bit about the Yuffie DLC, right? Because there's been a little bit of things here and there, okay? They constantly bring up Wu-Tai, right?
Yeah.
Love to hear about Wu-Tai, you know what I'm saying? Obviously. Yuffie, I think her last name is Kisaragi or something like that. You know, she's the materia hunter from Wu-Tai. She's in the original game as an optional party member, right? But she does, like, this really fast-paced, like, punching animation in the original game, and it's there in the full game. Like she does it, like, to hype herself up to go into Midgar, right? And it's just like, oh fuck yeah, you know, they fucking nailed that, you know. And there's, like, little things here and there about, like, Deep Ground as well that I'm starting to see as well. That's from Dirge Cerberus, and it's great, man. It's great. I think Yuffie is, like, instantly, like, likable, you know, which it is a little bit different because, like, she does have her, like, what some people would call, like, annoying side of Yuffie, right? In the original game, it's in Intermission. It's in this version of FF7, but it's a lot more likable, I feel like, you know.
They kind of dialed down.
I think they just dialed it down. yeah. Like there are some witty remarks that she has, and like some remarks of her like being like a little bit sassy, but like it's not mean yet. Like I wouldn't call her like an annoying mean person, you know. So
she's just vibing. It's
cool, man. Yeah, she's vibing. Oh, she's fun as fuck to play as, by the way. Fun as fuck to play as. She has really cool abilities. Super cool. But yeah, I'm early on in her DLC. I know there's 2 chapters, and it starts after the Mako 5 reactor bombing. So like while I'm playing as Yuffie, Cloud is like meeting Aerith, and like they're doing that whole thing. So it's cool, man. It's cool. I'm really enjoying it so far. And I enjoyed the first chapter of what I played for Final Fantasy 7 because it looks fucking gorgeous. Stunning on PS5. Stunning. You know what I'm saying?
You love to see it.
You love to see it. And that 60 frames, it's everything I wanted, man. It's everything I wanted. You know what I'm saying? It's perfect. It's perfect. Perfect stuff. You got anything else to say about Final Fantasy 7? Overall?
Play Final Fantasy 7.
I agree.
If you haven't, go play it. My game of the year, without a doubt.
I did want to ask you one last question. Okay.
Hit me.
Okay. Because I've been seeing people talk on timeline about this, right? People are debating: is it going to be acceptable if we claim Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade as our game of the year again for 2021?
I don't think so.
Okay, so you say no.
No. Because it's a PS5 patch.
I know, but dude, like, come on, like it's so good. You know what I'm saying?
That's me saying that like Spider-Man Remastered was my game of the year of 2020 because it's Spider-Man, and Spider-Man was my game of the year of 2018. It's a PS5 patch.
I think that we should just do it again. You know, why not? You know.
I mean, no.
Do it for Aerith. You know.
Don't do that to me.
I mean,
you don't do that to me.
I'm okay. Like, step back. I'm joking, right? Like, I don't know if Intergrade would be my game of the year at the end of the year, but I do want to hear someone's case if it actually ends up being the case. I do want to have that conversation, you know. But I'm not sure if that'll be coming from me, you know. So we'll see. But yeah. Positive vibes, 5x7, Intergrade. Definitely buy it. And as of this going live, I'm sure Xbox has some interesting stuff that's being announced as well. So definitely be on the lookout for that on Twitter and like Discord if you want my impressions on that or whatever. I'm sure I'll be talking about it. But yeah, that's about it. But you got any last statements to say on this E3 save slot edition? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on, but you got anything you want to say to the people one last time in this episode?
Play Final Fantasy VII.
I agree. Also play Ratchet. Yeah, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is a GOTY contender. Spoiler alert. Definitely a GOTY contender.
Really?
For sure. Yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah. 100%. Like, for me, it's, I think, a little bit more than Returnal.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Even though I would consider Returnal like in the currently, I'd put it in like the top 5 GOTYs right now. You know, I would like to have to sit down and like look at my list and see. You know, but there hasn't been like a ton that's released this year yet. You know what I'm saying? But
we got time.
We definitely got time. But yeah, this has been, of course, Save Slot Podcast, episode 20, the weekly news show about any and all things PS5, PlayStation games, and PlayStation itself. Catch the show here on youtube.com/PlayStation Source, as well as podcast services like Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, etc. via our anchor link down below in the description. Like the video and or rate the podcast to help us continue more viewers so we can grow the PSS family. Down below as well, let us know what you like or dislike about the show, and connect with us further on Twitter and Discord in that description. If you're feeling generous, hit the join button, become a member of the $1 Prince tier like Zabiwa Musa and Gameplay Sir, and our $5 King tier members just like Caleb Kaiser, Arachknight, SideQuest Sean, Sadie Vet Gaming, and the homie Owen. Don't miss any stream series. It is Sunday by the time you guys hear this. I plan on streaming more Ratchet & Clank tonight, Sunday night, the day that you guys hear this podcast, so definitely look on the lookout for that. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. And as always, greatness awaits.